In this new era of Rocket League, BDS have owned the stage, but a new stage is set, and FaZe look to topple them here.
Oh, I can't wait for this, man. FaZe, BDS. Home crowd advantage already sounding pretty good, I've got to say. Well, let's see what BDS do against that.
And you got to remember, in the fall major, Johnny, FaZe actually took down BDS. FaZe falling to NRG, who ultimately made it to the finals, but FaZe is hungry for that top spot. That's why they dropped Illusion after he had such an amazing fall major performance. They picked up Typical to win the big show, and now they've got to get through the toughest team to progress.
Doing it twice may just be as difficult as doing it the first time. That ball pushed away, but BDS on the push. Popped up quickly by Typical. That one pushed down and saves again. Right off the crossbar, taken away. AJ and First Killer picking up the saves.
Yeah, both teams looking quick to start things off. FaZe really coming out of the gate hot. They've got a great chance here. Monkey been able to get it away to the side. Looking at Mark by 8 in particular. He's been highlighted as a guy who's struggling for BDS this weekend. That might actually sneak through. The smoke is not going to clear to a goal extra. Will clear the ball to the left.
And FaZe might be feeling good about this matchup. Monkey Moon has been doing so much heavy lifting for BDS. Out of the 37 goals they scored, hold on. Typical! It goes in! Typical opening the score sheet for FaZe.
He had to step up. He struggled early on, but he showed up to play. And look at that shot. 1-0.
Oh, it was an own goal. It was an own goal. Monkey Man actually blocked Mark's save. He accidentally gets in front of his own teammate who had the save, in fact. Wow, that's a nightmare start for BDS. Messing up like that and then hearing a crowd roar in enjoyment. But it was Monkey Man, so no doubt he should be able to bounce back. Let's find out.
We've always talked about momentum, how crucial it is to have it. And with a crowd, it means that much more. So FaZe striking first, see if they can add to their total, but BDS quiet things down. A long clear for FaZe. BDS will catch this one out extra. He's been behind a lot of carries this week for BDS. To do just the same. FaZe stopping their push, not allowing BDS forward. That shot denied. Back over to the far side.
First Killer getting the demo after getting his back corner boost. This is setting up a counterattack.
Taken down by Typical. First Killer next up. Off the bar and Monkey Moon, or off the wall, excuse me, and as extra pushes it back downfield.
Oh, look at this. BDS actually double committing here. Communication breaking down, but they're still able to get the offense going, and the recoveries are coming through, so nothing too bad is going to happen. But it's worth noticing they are not communicating clearly at the moment. They're going to have to if they're going to come back from one down against FaZe.
On the corner for extra. A cut off by FaZe again. BDS holding firm on the blue half, but they just can't grab possession beyond midfield, and now FaZe coming back the other way. Can't find the touch. Maybe a transition for extra, but he gets pushed out of the way, and FaZe stopped the assault.
But it's been looking good so far for FaZe. You saw them take their time on that ball. AJ turning, going for an ambitious play. We know FaZe has the mechanics, and now more pressure mounting. Mark off the back while trying to relieve some of this pressure.
Back to the far side. Typical, no boost will allow First Killer to come in. Or AJ, excuse me, to push that ball downfield. And things kind of stopped for now. A light shot turned on. Maybe BDS get the rebound. Popped up high by Monkey Moon. They'll pick up that corner boost. FaZe looking for a way out.
That's very well dealt with by AJ. Tricky position, easy to mess that kind of touch up, but he does get it clear. Not able to get the ball off FaZe. BDS with just over a minute left, still looking for that equalizer. This game's been all FaZe. They only have a 1-goal lead, but they really have had the best chances, the only real chances of the game.
Oh, and another great touch from First Killer on defense. Does get challenged. The 50 handled well by AJ. And FaZe, the rotations are looking good. We saw them get tripped up a couple times on that second man. Now having to defend extra, who is trying to slip that by. Got through First Killer, but the defense still holding strong for FaZe.
Nice dunk there from Monkey Moon on the challenge. FaZe feeling the pressure. Shot forces 2 up, but they get the clear. And Monkey Moon's forced back quickly. It's a decent challenge, but pushed downfield anyway and taken out to the side by extra.
Yeah, air dribble. Actually just an aerial bump attempt there by FaZe. Those worked exceptionally well for Space Station. Mark's actually just missed the ball. Extra has to go for this. BDS gonna need to take some risks here. Chances have been few and far between, and there's not a lot of time left.
But they are pressuring in front of the box. That one popped up high. It's going to be Monkey Moon. First touch. He doesn't get the second, but Mark by 8's there. Light shot turned away. Monkey Moon trying to get in the way.
It's
And now
a
it's a race. Extra's going to get there first. Back to the corner.
And that race, you can see BDS going from having a chance now panicking on the retreat, but they have had the steps forward. But can they finally get the goal? Oh, it's a sneak spot! And it's out! Ball's still alive!
BDS trying to push down the field. Pop the ball up. Mark by 8 back over to Extra. Monkey Moon trying to support. Extra gets the touch out. Quickly up. Here come BDS. Taken out by FaZe. They need to get the ball onto the ground. Extra, does he have the catch? No. FaZe will take game 1.
And a scary ending there for FaZe, but a deserved win in game 1. They were by far the more consistent team. They were by far the faster team out the gate. BDS rallying towards the end, but Extra in particular going to need to do better than that. There was a lot of panic flips. There was a lot of slow movements to the ball. Early on in the game, boost management out the window. But if BDS can continue with that momentum at the end of the game, they definitely have a chance here. But if they let FaZe get another early lead, it's going to be still difficult to come back.
And even just looking at that goal, if you're BDS, you're still feeling pretty positive that it was Mark hitting that ball into Monkey Moon and it going back into their own net. So they didn't give away a quality goal to FaZe. It was one of those goals that just happened. So for BDS, they're feeling positive. They have, like you said, the momentum in those final moments, even at 0 seconds. This could be a long series with the way both these teams are playing.
Well, you know who else is feeling positive? This crowd back here. Let's hear it. Yeah, wow, that's crazy. Oh, man, it's so good to have a crowd back. And BDS, we'll see if they can come back. They seem to be able to stabilize near the end there, but just those shots just weren't good enough against FaZe. So for you, Johnny, what do you want to see first from BDS, or what does the look have to be for them against FaZe?
They've got to calm down a little bit. You know, FaZe really came at them with a fast pace, and I think in response, we saw some double commits from BDS. We saw some just flips towards the ball, attempting to block shots that aren't even coming. They've just got to calm down a little bit here. You know, they're definitely not outclassed mechanically. FaZe, probably, I think, top 3 in the world if you're just looking at pure mechanics. And BDS are right there, just not quite at that level, but it's not a big enough gulf that BDS needs to really worry about it.
And also, another thing, Johnny, there were a few touches that just got away from BDS. One in particular, Mark was in net. He had a heavy first touch that sent it up the wall, and if you do that to a mechanical team, you're going to give them opportunities to go for flip resets, go for solo plays. So it's just not as clean as we've seen from BDS. And this is their first time on a stage in front of a crowd, and that can make such a big difference for the nerves. Like in the interview yesterday, you feel, you don't just hear the audience, you feel the audience. It's a different environment.
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, but keep it up because this could be an absolute banger of a series. We're going to get started with game 2 in just a moment. As things stand, FaZe have the lead, and it was a very dominant 1-0. They did not look too vulnerable. There was a couple of scares at the end, but really, they had goal side coverage every time, and that's FaZe's specialty. They love to shadow, they love to make saves on the goal line. They're not known for their challenges early. So if BDS are going to try and shoot past goalkeepers, they better shoot well, because you're up against 3 of the best goalies in the world.
Yeah, it's really true. I mean, even with that criticism of, you know, not being able to, or not challenging the ball on defense, I do feel like they were a bit more aggressive on the defensive half. And I mean, how often BDS starved for boost? You know what? Yeah. How about this? All right, left side, right side. You know how it goes. Get loud. Get loud. There's nothing like a crowd at a Rocket League event.
You know, Jorby, this is way different than casting in my basement.
I prefer this. If I could go here every game, that would be great. Yeah.
It's a little bit better.
But I was going to say, early in that game, FaZe was doing a very good job at challenging high.
Right.
You challenge high, you shut down the solo play. Monkey Moon has been so good for BDS. He's been the workhorse for BDS. And FaZe got practice yesterday against Endpoint. Seiko was out of this world. He was so good, and they knew they needed to shut him down. Well, it's very similar with BDS. If you can take Monkey Moon out of the equation, that does cripple BDS. We know Extra and Mark have the ability to step up, but so far it has been Monkey Moon.
I love the heads. There's AJ. There's
Where do you
killer.
get those?
I don't know. I have a feeling we're gonna. If FaZe end up winning this, we're gonna start seeing more of those. They're gonna multiply eventually. But for FaZe, one of the things that I always felt is that they always had problems adapting to their opponents. They always tried to force their play style onto their opponents, even when things weren't working. But you're not seeing that at this major. They are adapting, and I always go back to that interview with Daz and First Killer when they lost their first match. He's like, we just got to get louder. And First Killer has done that. He has gotten louder. Game number 2 on Forbidden Temple underway. BDS looking to tie the series.
Yeah, BDS need a strong start here. They were definitely the slower team out of the gate in game 1. Conceding another early goal, or any goal at all, hearing that crowd roar again against you is really tough to ignore. These are players with a lot of competitive experience, but no LAN experience with a crowd this size, anything like this. Again, it is FaZe on the infield. Huge shot! Absolute banger by First Killer.
Look at this snipe. Typical, being a nuisance. AJ quickly turning. First Killer ready. FaZe is operating like a well-oiled machine.
And Monkey Moon was in the right position. That's where you want to be, but that shot was so hard. There was no way he was going to get up to save that ball.
You had to put that top shelf, Jorby, and man, he did.
Here's Mark by 8 off the kickoff, immediately denied. Extra will get the follow-up. Monkey Moon already in the air. BDS looking for a quick strike back. Can they get the offense set up? Mark by 8 had to go for boost. Extra gonna take the pass. He's got control, but taken away. Still BDS are set up here. Bounce off the ramp again, but no follow-up shot's gonna come, and FaZe get out.
Though we did see that whole assault come off a double commit from FaZe. So they're starting to make a few mistakes, open the door a little bit. Extra did have space for a solo play, but still, FaZe able to shut it down, and a nice stop from Typical.
Yeah, unlike BDS earlier on, FaZe are able to shut down the infield pass. You have to attack that early with strikers like which we've got here. Again, covered by FaZe. They're watching that infield. It's typical both times here, just diving in, getting close to the ball, making it impossible to shoot on target.
Getting stuffed by First Killer almost twice. Extra, or Mark by 8 had to come in. Monkey Moon getting demoed on the back end. BDS all of a sudden facing some pressure here from FaZe. There's Typical again, stopping Extra's push downfield, and then the follow-up good from First Killer, and they move back down the field.
Great touch by Typical. It's awkward to clear. AJ is going to be able to pounce on that. This time backboard is defended by Mark. Just got to say, he's having a better day than the rest of the event. It's really Monkey Moon and Extra who haven't produced their group stage performance in the game so far.
And you talk about group stage performance, I was going to say, out of the 37 goals that BDS scored, Monkey Moon involved in 33 of them. So
wow.
You see how much work he does for this team. They're going to need him to step up.
Oh, AJ on the post and in! FaZe are not stopping here.
And again, it's on the infield. First Killer takes his time. He doesn't stay on the ball. Lets Typical come in. And AJ's got that far post approach. He's able to get to the ball even on a fast pass across the box like this. Phenomenal positioning by FaZe. And what a play by First Killer to leave the ball there. Lets Typical come in.
Monkey Moon trying to get control of that ball, but it's just wrenched away from him. And that feels almost with every BDS push when it looks like they're starting to get control. It's Typical, First Killer, AJ are there to just steal the ball away, and now it just comes for free. They get a free pass, it's FaZe, but it's a rebound off, popped up, here he comes, AJ underneath, and it's taken away.
And you love the mechanics, no matter what the situation, expect the AJ flip reset. But still, BDS able to fend it off. We're just past that halfway point, and this game has been all FaZe. You're seeing BDS looking off kilter. They've got to get some life in them. Time is running out.
They have not managed to step up at all here yet. They're not even creating realistic chances to score. And it's down to FaZe intercepting every pass. It's down to FaZe being correctly positioned on the goal line. Nice little step to the side there by Extra to dodge the demo. BDS needs so much more than that. Monkey Moon going to get past one. Of course, First Killer's got the whole goal covered and some.
Extra following this ball back down, but the challenge not really in a place for Monkey Moon to handle it. He's got to go back, and now FaZe get control. Monkey Moon comes straight back down, and BDS got to chase this. Can't get to the 50. Mark by 8 just missed it.
And you even saw there, BDS stepping on each other's toes. Mark was in net, ready to get a boom and a clear, but it looked like Monkey Moon had just fallen off the sidewall. They need to get on the same page, and you see him scrambling here. A nice boost steal from AJ in the corner. This is another FaZe chance.
Nice catch here from Monkey Moon. They can't get control of that midfield. That one taken away. Pass in front. Shot up off the bar. Just missed the follow-up touch.
I love this flow play there from AJ, but he just hit it a bit too far to catch up with. So what would have been an easy rebound for a player like AJ just gets away from him. They're still sitting pretty on 2 goals.
Ooh, Extra, that ball almost over his hood. He was able to make contact, but the shot's still coming. Barely saves off the bar, and Monkey Moon can push it away. The initial save by Mark by 8. And the transition just never comes. Immediately stuffed at the midfield line. And even when they get that next touch, they're met with an orange card. Oh, almost finding that double, but leaves it and saved, taken out by Monkey Moon.
And not enough effective touches by BDS, and they're in the final minute again. Still scoreless, not just in this game, but 2 games. And what a shot that is to go up by 3. It will be saved well.
And a miss.
But the misses are coming through. Boost is just nowhere to be seen for BDS. Extra and Mark actually pick up some, so they're going to have a chance here, but they need a goal, and it has to come soon.
Oh, Mark pushes it up. Where's Monkey Moon? He was there, but immediately defended. FaZe are not letting this ball in the back of their net.
And that was such a tough read. Typical wasn't able to make it, but you saw how quick First Killer was able to get back and shut the play down. And now a critical demo, opening up space, melting these final seconds off the clock.
BDS, a last cry, maybe a consolation prize at the end of game 2. But time expires, the ball touches the ground, and FaZe 1 game away from eliminating BDS.
And Extra leans his head back in despair. They look lost on the field. They look like they don't know where they're meant to be. This reminds me, honestly, of the BDS we saw in RLCS Season X, the very final of the championships versus Vitality. I don't know how many times I saw the ball lob over the midfield and somebody's under it thinking, I should be a little bit further back, shouldn't I? They look completely lost on the pitch.
In those final moments, we saw a play where, you know, I think it was Mark and Extra. Both of them had to throw it in reverse and half flip to get back to where they needed to be. They do not look comfortable, Johnny. BDS, they've had some opportunities and some space. FaZe has made the most of theirs. They had
FaZe are consistent. This is, I think, the improved FaZe. And we gotta remember, they're only, well, their most recent loss, they lost to V1, opening match. Then they lose to Queso, but look at Queso now. Queso are running through everybody, so that loss really doesn't look that bad. Losing 3-2 to Queso, not a bad score. So hey, NRG fans, I know it's a pretty sad day for you, but
it is.
Losing 3-2 to Queso is really not looking that bad anymore.
I think they're still healing from their wounds, Johnny.
Yeah, why did you have to bring it up?
Yeah, look at FaZe, a 3-0 endpoint, and now they're up 2-0 on BDS. It might have just been that group was a lot tougher than some of the teams in the other groups.
I'm really impressed with Typical. He has really stepped up, and this is exactly what FaZe picked him up to do. To be that linchpin, to be the third man that stops the transition in midfield, keeps the push alive. Typical has been that in this series against BDS. And now BDS, they have to find something, and it might start with Monkey Moon getting underneath, but no good. And
I love that effort from Monkey Moon going for it, trying to force the 50, hoping it bounces into the net, or at least gets a rebound. A nice, solid start from BDS, but FaZe, their infield passes have been unstoppable. The striking, if you remember, First Killer's shot a missile top shelf.
Yeah.
FaZe has been, it's just been working for them. Defensively, even offensively, they're putting together the performance, but they need to close it out.
Yeah, better offensive positioning here by BDS. This is where they want to be in the matchup. They want to get FaZe in goal. They start to pepper them, start to pick up demos on the exit. Now the passing play attempted. AJ sticking in the middle there despite his boost running low, knowing that the ball might actually be in a dangerous position. So this is excellent ball pressure from FaZe, something that they're not that known for. They're getting better at it every day.
Oh, Mark trying to get underneath that ball, just couldn't make secondary contact. Monkey Moon gets to the next 50. This one looking decent for BDS, but they're all retreating. They're all on 0, actually. They just picked up a canister on the other side. And FaZe put it in their net. AJ scores.
Well, how about Typical? So many questions about this man coming into the event, but he lands a stunning pass to AJ, who again is running into the perfect position, just like in game 2.
And that has to be tilting for BDS. You saw Monkey Moon within centimeters of getting in front of that shot, and then Mark, it goes right over his head because he thinks Monkey Moon is going to get a piece of it. Oh, FaZe, another strong start, and BDS, this could be it for them. This could be their tournament life gone.
Could FaZe take down the behemoth of Europe, really the behemoth of the RLCS for the last 2 years, essentially? Is BDS really struggling now to get this clear? Extra gonna push it out, but look at FaZe just trying to close down. They don't get that touch, and maybe Extra can get something started here.
Yeah, they need something fast. They have yet to score in 3 games. BDS have been shut down in total in every way. They have not been allowed to play any of their usual game, and if they don't start to put it together, FaZe are going to perfect sweep them.
Really, I don't think anybody would have expected that coming into this game. 90% of people are thinking a 5-game set, where FaZe are here to prove a point, and they put another ball in the net! Typical has something to say about it, 2-0!
And this is Typical showing his worth. This This is why they picked him up. Monkey Moon again left in the dust. Not only does he not hit the block, he gets demoed on the goal line. The mentality, it has to be rough for BDS. They've been so close and coming up short time and time again.
Yeah, communication is nowhere to be seen. Another position where two players are near the ball, but no one's able to get it. What a save. Again, the shot's being shut down quickly. BDS trying to come to life here. They have conceded 5 straight goals in 3 straight games, and they have not scored at all in this series.
Trying to right now, marked by a diving forward. Monkey Moon gonna keep it up, back pass to Extra. He does get it over the first FaZe defender, but they're only going laterally. There's no shot in front of the box. Monkey Moon up in front, but no follow-up from BDS, and FaZe get another clear.
That's a lovely little drop-down pass as well in defense. FaZe not only passing the infield, not only passing with the air dribbles, but defensive passing as well. The synergy has been on a different level compared to BDS today. FaZe look like a team. BDS look lost again. They have 2 minutes left.
He was too close, and backflips on that play. BDS need to put something together. These final 2 minutes, there's still hope as long as time's left on the clock. But you've got killer. Flip, reset, rebound off the crossbar, gonna be no good.
Monkey Moon trying to pull that ball out, but FaZe keep going. A third goal almost surely puts FaZe in position. Are they really gonna perfect sweep BDS? Extra pass over to Mark. No, it's cut off immediately. They're not allowed to pass.
They're just shutting down every single pass that BDS attempts, and then at the other end, they're putting their passes together. Multiple FaZe players ready to cut in front of every BDS move. And here comes another one. Nice pass by Extra. Monkey Moon fires it wide. He was awkwardly positioned, couldn't get it. Now he's actually cut marked by Adolf, and AJ's in a 1v1 with Extra.
Oh, Monkey Moon dives in front, making it easier for Extra. That one wasn't so easy, but he gets around it, and BDS barely hanging on by a single thread. Monkey Moon pushes it forward, but there's too many FaZe defenders in front of him, and they carry it out again. Can BDS keep possession in midfield? Well, first killer's in the air all by himself.
Oh,
no boost, double tap! Oh my goodness! Into the dirt!
He had no boost! How does he do it?
That's not fair!
He's a magician!
Oh,
sometimes all you need is air roll. If you're first
just
killer.
got there. I can't believe he reached that. It looked like it wasn't going to be enough, but first killer pulling out the 110 boost play, and surely now FaZe have got this in the bag. BDS have looked like they have nothing to contend with today.
FaZe have sent a message to the rest of the tournament. Watch out, because they're here to play. 45 seconds remain. BDS need a miracle now. After all of this time, their first match in front of a crowd may end in a perfect sweep. FaZe keeping that ball out again. 30 seconds left for BDS.
Oh, how about Group A? Queso, V1, they're already in the top 6. FaZe trying to join them. That would be half of the top 6 from Group A. And in style as well. Queso destroyed earlier. FaZe are living up to the same standard. BDS completely out of time now. They have to commit, but nothing is working for them still.
And for FaZe, not only to take the win, but to perfect sweep the Fall Major Champions.
Wow.
Unbelievable. FaZe Clan have done the unthinkable. They've taken down the Titans in dominant fashion. They move on in the tournament.
Perfect sweep. Perfect sweep. And perfect play, really. Where were the mistakes? Nowhere. They were cutting off every pass. They were shutting down every solo play. And a team who have had so many questions asked about them before this event, even when this event started, they're 1-2 in Group A. They're answering their critics. They're answering all the doubters. And BDS, they cannot beat FaZe. That's 0-2 now in 2 events.
And FaZe take another giant leap towards being that team in North America. What first killer, he's been trying to build this team, build a team that can be the best mechanically, but also playing as a team. You saw the infield passes. You even saw the defensive plays with Sipical and AJ camped out in the middle of the field, shutting down that option for BDS. They had him downloaded, figured out, and guess what? Perfect sweep.